Hey folks, so today's video is going to be a little bit different because the servers are down, so I can't do stuff in game, but also for building a 240 stack. I don't need one right now, I've got two in reserve, so I literally have all I need for what I'm building. Yeah, sure, if I was going to go to making pen accessories, maybe, but then it's just not profitable, so I'm not going to worry about that. Like, I don't think 30 billion difference in price is worth having my name on it. My name's not worth 30 billion. But anyway, so without further ado, here's the maths for it. So this is the way I would advise to make a 240 stack. Now you can change out some numbers here if you want. So obviously when you get to 95 stack, you can change to doing tets. It would reduce the percentage success chance. So let's say if we change this one to being a tet, hang on, I'll do it this way because otherwise it's going to be a bit awkward. So there we go. So as you can see, that's changed the maths massively just by doing one tet, and you'd be at a 241 stack. Um, so you can change out a few of these if you want. It's just obviously you need a lot of tet attempts here, which means you're more likely to succeed when you're going through these ones. So on average, doing this variation, it would cost you 1.7 billion per stack. And that's not saying just making one stack is going to cost you 1.7, because I was doing a example here, and I succeeded at a 168 stack. So I'll clear that one and then go back down to this being a try. So you do 2 clicks at try. The technically most expensive clicks that you're going to do. And I did that wrong. See, that's the thing about using a calculator. Oh, there we go, I lost the stack. So you 1 click, put up by +5, 1 click, and then you'd have to reset. And this is actually a good way of showing you that you will lose your stacks. So I'll just clear it so that, because I don't want any successes, just to make it. So this is where like using a tet instead would be easier, because I am getting a lot of successes here, but hey, that's how it goes. So there we go. So now that's up to 120. So I'll change over to a tet, and you basically just use tets after this. I mean, I would advise using Reblath because it's cheaper, but then obviously if you want to use tet boss gear, if it succeeds, you can sell it to make some money back. So you need to do +6 now. +6. +6. +6. +6. I'm just having to make sure that I don't mess up. See, this is where I got success last time when I was trying out. You'd lose that at 228 stack. That's a very expensive stack to lose. 228 is 1.4 billion on average. So what I was about to say, just I was trying to keep track in my head, because this isn't ideal, but still, it's kind of like it would go through. But you'd have a boss Ergon shoes, which pen boss Ergon, which is like what 13 million off the top of my head, 13 billion, sorry. So it's not great, but you'd get some money back out of it. But obviously there's like repair costs and things. But that's why I prefer to use Reblath. Yes, it's painful losing that expensive a stack. But what I would say anyway for going to a 240 stack is once you're above 200, just use whatever you're trying to make. So, for example, like Fallen God's Armor. Well, I wouldn't say Fallen God, sorry. I was going to say Black Star if you wanted to do Black Star. Unless it's pen accessories, then you do want to try and push it up. But that's basically how you do it. So then, like, next time you get back up here, you'd realize that you put the wrong thing in. So ignore that click. Go back to the Ergon shoes. That's it. So then next time you get back up, you just try 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the last one. There you go. So that's how you would get to 240. Obviously, you'd have to build back up again from the bottom. The reason I started at 110 is because I've already got videos for 110 stacks, so you can go watch them. I really can't be putting this in game as much as I'd love to be able to be making 240 stacks in game without having to worry about the costs. The costs. I mean, I do have 24 billion, but I just bought Vel's Heart. Now I know I really shouldn't have, but my last enhancing session, I bought a Tet Black Star main hand. This time I bought a Vel's Heart. Like, I'm buying gear each time I do my enhancing session because that's how much profit I'm getting. Now, my Tet to make up to pen myself, because I do like to have my main weapons as pens with my names on. It's just like accessory pens, they're just not worth it. Like, hang on. I don't have it on here. Bear with me one moment. I'll just grab it just to show you. So that's 3 billion for a pen ogre ring loss, 18 billion loss for tongue ring. But the ones that we're going to go for, hang on, we'll go with Black Distortion. Black Distortion, if you're going to go for a pen Black Distortion, it's going to cost you an additional 59 billion. My name on it is not worth that much. Then if we're going to go for Deboreka, 491 billion more expensive than buying it. Yeah, I get they're not on the market, but I'm happy to wait rather than putting myself in that much financial debt in this game. And obviously you can't go in debt in this game, which is nice. So there's basically, there's actually two ways you make profit now on pen. It's been a while since there's been anything where you make profit on pen. And that's with a, yeah, no, I've got the wrong stack cost on anyway. So 100, I did just put 1007. Oh yeah. I don't know why it didn't affect it. Yeah, so that one, I guess, still makes plenty of profit, but let's say plenty. You make 1.4 billion making Tonga a necklace for pen and selling it, whereas you can just make 900 million on a Tet, or 940 million on Tets. Or one. See, you make almost the same amount on making a Tet Cadre Guardian as you do making a pen. Anyway, that's not what this video is about. So I will just show you the costs again. So again, it's 1.7 billion on average. You could make it in one try. It would be so much cheaper. Like, without the cost of like the stack being lost. Because if you didn't lose any of these stack costs, it would be basically however many clicks it is here. Let's say like 20 something times the Blackstone value and repair cost, which is actually really cheap. But you're more likely to lose it, especially on these stages. So it's going to cost more. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Sorry there was no in-game content. Also, please subscribe if you haven't already, and leave me a like. It does help out with the algorithm. Ciao for now.